coffee in the morning. So, good morning. Day number 2. Section hiking this part of the North Country Trail as well. Starting from, I think they pronounce it Manazebo Falls, and actually going east today. Yesterday I went west. So today we're gonna go east. We're gonna try to get 10 miles in one way and turn around and come back. But this actually turns into what they call the Lake Superior Trail. And yesterday the ranger said with all the rain they've had here last week and not last night but the night before, it's going to be pretty mucky. But so far it looks pretty decent. It's not too bad at all. This is definitely an awesome view. Let me turn around. Let me turn the camera around and show you. See? This is just pretty amazing views. Welcome to Northern Michigan. Nice. Another view. From up on top. So last night I ended up staying at a tent site at an RV park. Which worked out actually pretty well. Slept pretty decently, and I was comfortable. So I guess maybe that's the best part because I did need some rest. My body was a little hit after the end of the day. So I reserved it again for tonight, and we're going to stay there one more night, and then probably change the plan a little bit. Maybe head over to Norwich Road, hike west, and then turn around and come back east. Just I didn't know that they changed the rules, so you cannot disperse camp in the Porcupine State Park. So gotta do what you gotta do, make up for it. So everything's good. All right, that's gonna do it for now. We'll see you down the way. So this is the other side. Oh my God. Whew. And I got to do that again on the way back. Incredible. Basically come down off of there, and then the trail comes down through here, and then you have to do a creek crossing. No big deal. There's a log here, and then There's your blue blaze going back up the hill on the other side. Love it. It's a pain in the butt, but I love it. So I don't know if you can hear that, but in the distance, that's thunder. And that was a pretty good one too. And it's gotten much darker. I mean, I'm just in the middle of the forest here, on the Lake Superior Trail. The lake is over there. It drops off, and that's where the water is. The storm has been getting closer and closer and closer, and I got a feeling it is going to rain. The wind's changing a little bit. It's cooling off. Probably going to need to get out the rain gear. Here we go. All right. Good afternoon. It's raining. The thunder blew in, and then the rain came down. Came down pretty good. I put my rain gear on, so I'm dry and warm. But it hasn't stopped. It's been raining for probably an hour, and you can hear that thunder, man. It just does not stop. So I'm not sure how far I got. Along the way, but I decided I'm going to turn around and head back, because this doesn't look like it's going to let up. So probably by the time we get back to the car, it'll completely stop. But yeah, this is what it looks like in the middle of the forest when it's raining. And that's where I have to go. So hey, good evening. Where are we? We're today's Sunday. We are back at the campground. The thunderstorms and lightning finally completely blew out of here, and the sky tonight is just it's just beautiful. I mean, it's probably about 67 degrees. Nice little breeze. The sun's just getting ready to go down, and we're all packed up, ready for tomorrow. I spent most of the last hour or so just getting ready, because I really want to get a lot of miles in tomorrow. So we're actually going to start on the close to the south boundary road, at the just at the tip of the Porcupine Mountains, and then head east. Try to get 10 miles east, turn around and come back, and then we'll be back here again tomorrow night. That makes it it's not the same effect as carrying all your gear and setting up your tent and camping overnight, because at this point my pack tomorrow's crazy light. I mean, all I'm really doing is carrying some snacks, a couple sandwiches, and 3 1-liter bottles of water. Emergency kit just in case, and I got the GPS, and I'll have my phone for videos and all that stuff. But for the most part, the idea was just to make the pack just as light as possible, so I can just fly. I'm behind miles anyways today. Started out fairly well. A little bit of a late start. Got on the trail and actually finished the east. They call it the East River Trail. Got onto the Lake Superior Trail, and yeah, that was something. There was a couple of ravines where you had to go down and do some small little stream crossings, but those are literally just almost, just a vertical drop. Get down, cross it, get back up. So about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours into it, I could hear the thunder from, like I pointed out in the video earlier. And then the lightning came. And there was one bolt. It was instantaneous. I mean, I never saw it, but it was just boom. And I was like, holy cow. It was that point I decided, yeah, this is all fun and games. I get it. If you're out really on the trail, you really don't have a choice, right? I mean, if you're on the AT, they have shelters you can go to. On the PCT, there's not a whole lot you can do, when you're on a ridge line, or certainly on the CDT as well. But this isn't one of those cases, and the idea is just to, as an exercise, go through this and just see what it takes, shake it out, and figure out what works best in these situations. So I decided to turn around and come back. I knew that some of my stuff was still here. I was a little, I wasn't that concerned. I figured it would be dry because I left it in pretty good shape, but just wanted to get back here and check it out. And oddly enough, on the way back, as I was going down the last ravine, and I'll show you pictures. As I got to the bottom and crossed the creek, which wasn't a creek anymore, and started up the other side, I looked up and there's these people standing there, and this guy says to me, "Where's the road?" So it turns out that today was the day I met the Freemans. The Freemans are from Illinois, and they were doing what's called the East Trail Loop. And there's kind of a sign and a drop off where you have to go. And the drop off, it's it's not bad, but I mean, you got to be careful how you can do it. And with it raining, it looked pretty slick, and it was. But instead of turning left there to go back down and over and across the bridge and over the rocks, they went right. And instead of being on the East River Trail, they actually were on the Lake Superior Trail, and they were probably a good 1.5 miles into it when I found them. So yeah, we talked for a few minutes, and then I said, "Yeah, we need to go. You need to go the other way. Come on, I'm going that way anyways." So it's just funny sometimes how I always listen to these videos, and you hear Dixie and Darwin, to other people that are actually hiked some other through hikes and on big trails. It says, they use this phrase, "the trail provides," and it's weird. It does. Maybe it's not always for you. In this case, I think today I was meant to stop and turn around when the lightning blast hit. Turn around and, if nothing else, help those guys find their way back to the trail. They were not prepared. They didn't have water. The mom had a poncho, and they were just soaked. It was just really, really, it was gratifying to meet the Freemans today and to be able to help them out when they're in need. So, guys, wherever your next piece of your vacation takes you, I hope you guys are having a blast. It's great meeting you. So yeah, that's probably gonna be it tonight. Just one last little piece. Remember back like a week ago when I was on the Paint Creek Trail and I got all the way to Lake Orion and I had left my cash in my wallet and my wallet was in my vehicle and I didn't get that Coke? Look what I got. I got my Coca-Cola. All right, I'm going to finish that up and then call it a night and get a big early start tomorrow. And we'll see you then. Have a good night, everybody.